Hello, everybody. Good morning. As some of you may already know, that I've been tested positive, so I'm going to be at home for the week. But I thought it'll be a good idea to record some video and send it over, which will help you do your assessment number 2 and will also facilitate your learning. So, here we go. So, in today's class, we are going to learn about products and services. Products and services are very, very interrelated, especially in hospitality. So by the end of this presentation, you will learn about products, you will learn about services, and you will learn the basic differences between product and services. So let's start with product. What is a product? A product is an item for sale. Most importantly, it is a physical item that is tangible. We can sell, buy, store, and transport products. When the sale is complete, we can move the product, return it, or even replace it for another product. If you look around you, you will see many products around you. Some examples of products include your mobile phones, laptops, vehicles, and even the chair you are sitting at. Now let's go to services. We can define a service as a transaction that does not involve transfer of physical goods from the seller to the buyer. It is basically a work that a person do for another individual. There are activities other people, companies, even the government do for you. Education, healthcare, banking, insurance, and transportation are some examples of services. So the next point is product is tangible, whereas a service is intangible. Let's understand this topic a little better. What do you mean by tangible and intangible? Now let's understand the difference between tangible and intangible. This cup of coffee could be compared to a cup of coffee in a restaurant. So when you go to a cafe and ask for a cup of coffee, you get this. It is tangible because you can touch it, have a look at it, and drink from this cup. That makes it tangible, something that you can touch. Intangibility is something that cannot be touched, it can only be felt. So let's say when I take the first sip of coffee from this cup and I like it. The feeling of me liking the cup of coffee is tangible. It is a service. Giving you another example. Let's say you go to a restaurant and ask for a bottle of wine. The bottle of wine is a product, and when the waiter comes to you and pours that wine into your glass and serve it to you, that is a service. All right? Now let's go to the next point. So the next point is product are manufactured, stored, and transported, whereas services cannot be manufactured, stored, and transported. Let's think about the example of the restaurant. A bottle of wine is manufactured, a wine is made, whereas the experience that you get when the wine is served is called service. It cannot be manufactured. it can only be felt when the wine is consumed. So the next point is products are homogeneous and services are heterogeneous. What this means is homogeneous means something that remains the same and do not change over the period of time, whereas heterogeneous means something that may keep changing. Let's take the example of the restaurant and the bottle of wine. So, the product, which is the bottle of wine, will remain the same. Every time you go and order the same wine, you'll get the same kind of the bottle and you will get the same wine of the same consistency. Whereas the service, the experience could change depending on who you are with, what your mood is, and even what food you are having with that wine. Lastly, for example, product, we can say food that is prepared in the restaurant could be a very good example of product. And for service in a hotel, we can say a wake up call could be a good example of service. I hope this session is helpful and this will help you to guide towards your next assessment. Thank you.